David, 3 points this afternoon. How do you reflect on the game?
A really strong first half. I thought we really wanted the players to enjoy today's game, have that feeling of control, have that feeling of being obsessed that we want to try and make an impact in the attacking sense, or have that obsession to try and defend and have a clean sheet. That's probably the only frustration, having lost a goal late in the game. But I thought some of our forward play was excellent, our goals were excellent, and a good, obviously, Alex Lowry getting 2 of them is terrific for him. Jack Hartness getting what might be his first goal of the season, I'm thinking, potentially. It's also great for him as well, and Ross got one at the end. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with today's performance.
It was quite a busy first half, quite threatening in the attacking final third, but it was almost quite quiet in the second one, in a sense.
I think we wanted to start really in the front foot, really strong, really make them feel as if they're having to defend an awful lot, which I think which turned out to be the case. Most of the game was played in their half. The second half, obviously, you've got yourself to 3-0. It changes a little bit. They make 3 subs at half time to try and bring a little bit more energy in their team. But again, I think we still had enough chances in the second half to have scored a few more, but maybe not as much comfortable control is what we'd like to have had, and that's what we spoke about as well, that sometimes we don't need to score all the time. Let's control the game, let's have a bit of possession in their half and go when we're ready. So that's probably the main conversation there as well. But listen, ultimately you've got yourself so comfortable 3-0 and still felt as if we're in control in the second half. I think ultimately it's a good end to the day.
Is this a positive bounce back that the boys needed after a busy or tough run of games in recent weeks?
Yeah, well listen, you look at the games we had and I think you can isolate 2 of them in terms of the Challenge Cup and the Youth League. I think they're different types of games, different levels of games, and naturally you want to go and perform and compete and win. But when you don't, you look at different scenarios and reasons why and try and isolate them. The league games, obviously, the Trent one was a challenging game. We feel as the game's gone on, we could have won that game. The Gala one's probably the one we're probably most frustrated with in terms of level of performance. So we've got to try and continue to make sure we're developing the players and challenge them and learn them. But naturally, when you win a game, the guys they do feel differently. Of course they do, and I'm pleased for them because I think today is a good end to this part of this season, because now we've got a little bit of a break and we look forward to Broomhill the latter part of the month.
2 of the young lads coming on to make an appearance in the latter stages of the second half. That must be quite a positive to take into this break.
Well, listen, the squad is a little bit smaller at the moment for different reasons, whether it be injuries or some of the lads been involved in the first team earlier today. So when these opportunities come up, we've always said to the 18s, you never know when it's your time, and just be ready and look forward to it. We just felt the opportunity came to get Kieran and Christian part of the game today, and I think they're quite nervous at the start because it's quite they're taking a step up. The 2 lads that have just joined the club at the early part of this season, so we seen an opportunity, we took it, and I'm pleased that they've now managed to get their debut for the B team, and it's up to them now to look forward and work out for themselves what they have to do to try and keep pushing, and hopefully if it happens again then it might be them, but if not, the other 18s need to also look at that and see it could be them in the future as well.